Hello, my name's Shayla Louise Stumiller Ross. Um, I was born in Linwood, California, and the only white baby in the whole hospital, in St. Francis. The same hospital my dad was born in, you know, many years before that. We lived in Southgate for a little while. We moved to Yucaipa when my brother was born in 1989. I was born in 87. My dad built a house for his family, and they took it away. So my dad bought a house that was supposed to be a remodel, and we were only able to use 3 studs in the kitchen from the original house. So due to permits and such, we had to build the roof, jack it up, and build the house underneath. So building the house from the roof down instead of the ground up. So we, in the process of doing this, we had to pour the foundation last, and mom would mix the concrete out in the buckets and put it on a sled, and me and my little brother, because we were little, would haul the cement buckets under to my dad to each pillar so he could pour the foundations of our house. And when it came, Dad was running out of money, so he needed to be able to sell it, but the inspectors came in and kept making him do absurd things, like put all of these braces in on all these studs that you don't need, and then the next inspector would come in and say, "Oh, you don't need those, take them all out." And then the next inspector came in and said, "Move this weight-bearing wall over 2 inches." They tried to make him recrown the street. Pay for it, The property in the back 40 is now a housing tract. They stole our house and sold it for $19,000. My dad nailed every one of those nails by hand. He worked so hard and it just broke him. He died from a flu shot about 8 years ago. No. While my parents were building the house, me and my little brother were out in the back 40 with the snakes and the tarantulas and the scorpions and our BB guns. I could shoot before I went to school. Me and my brother had each other's backs when it counted. Dad would get jobs, like he worked at on a job site doing construction, and one day one of his coworkers had severed his thumb and had to go rush off to the emergency room. But Dad had taken off his shirt and wrapped up his hand so he'd stop the bleeding. And after they had gone off to the hospital, the foreman showed up and saw my dad without a shirt and said, "You're fired. Out of here." Just time after time after time like that. things were not fair. After that, we grew up kind of in hotel rooms. A lot of fighting. I used to lock my little brother in the room so that I could... When Mom and Dad were fighting real bad, when we got our dog Wishbone, it was the biggest blessing. I didn't have to listen to every word of their fights anymore to know when things were going to pop off, you know? I just had to pay attention to when because they'd have to stop and put the dog out if they wanted to fight, because the dog would bite the aggressor, because he loved us. He tore my ear halfway off, pierced my nose, and got me forged. But I knew better than to be fighting with my brother in front of the dog. I just didn't care. He was the best referee a girl could ever have. His name was Wishbone. After that, meth takes hold. Dun dun dun. When I was, fast forward, I guess, when I supported my whole family in one room with no toilet, no shower, no nothing. When I was 14, I didn't get to go to school. We had gotten an inheritance that disappeared, and Mom had taken us out of school because we were going to move away, but while we were off looking for a place to live, all of our stuff that was in storage down here, my mom had her mail sent to one of her friends' house, and the chick took the bill down to the storage place, got them to let her sign her name onto the hard copy, and put up signs around town, "Come to my storage, free stuff." They said there was a line down the block, cars to show it up, to pick up, to take everything. So we had to cut the trip short and come back soon. And then Mom was afraid to go into jail for not having us in school, so we never got to go back. We're not rats. I only got to go a month into 9th grade, and my brother only got to go a month into 7th. He got, him and his best friend had stolen the neighbor's ATV and moved it right down next door because they were just kids, and they prosecuted him for it to the fullest. So when my brother went to juvie, he was my little brother. He was this big, and when he came back, he was not my little brother anymore. The system changed him. I should have written him more. It's one of my biggest regrets. I didn't know how much it would have mattered. How much of a difference it could have made. But that's a regret that I got. After that, I moved in with my old man at the time, and I was 15, he was 25. I was getting Mormon married. A long story with that, I guess. To be continued.